So we discovered we have a soundboard.
So we discovered we have a soundboard. So this is going to be fun. We're not going to abuse the soundboard today. We are not going to abuse Brook.
Who's we?
Brook.
What is this we you speak of?
Brook. We are not going to abuse the soundboard today.
I'm again asked, what is the we that you speak of here, Logan?
Brook. We are not going to abuse the soundboard today. We are not going to abuse the soundboard today, Brook. No, you get delegated to the bottom row because that's what you deserve. No, you stay there.
Stop fighting. It's letting us not go forward. I know the soundboard's really nice, but like, we have a whole episode to talk about.
Anyway, this is my episode now. So we're going to follow my rules. Thank you very much, Brook. This is no longer your episode. This is my episode. So, I hate you so much. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Big Brother, coverage of the Cup TV, the Currently Unnamed Podcast, where we put the real and the tea in reality. And you can always come to us first to quench your thirst. And welcome to...
Just another Manic Monday.
And I actually did it right because I gave just enough time for the music to play, unlike Brook, who never gave enough time for the music to play. Hi, I'm Logan Murphy. Say something gay. Gay. Today, on this here occasion, I have a beautiful, fresh, lovely Coke Zero.
Going back to your roots, I see.
Yeah, I mean, I drink them pretty regularly, but I always forget to grab one before a stream, so...
Well, hello, everybody. My name is Brook, and I'm passionate about pop culture. I'm weirded out that I'm not hosting this Monday episode any longer, but it's also probably going to be the last one I'll be at for the foreseeable future. So, we take what we get. Besides, I'm hosting Thursday now anyway, which is arguably funny. So, I'm here for it. I did not grab a water before this, so I'm drinking nothing. But if I wasn't an idiot and hadn't left it at my home in my old apartment,
Cup mug!
LanaGCreations.com.
Link is in the description below, and we do ship domestically within North America and internationally, and that does include certain places in Michigan now. So there are no excuses.
Yes, correct. Unless
we haven't tested whether we can ship. I was going to say, we haven't tested whether we can ship to the Big Brother lot yet, though. So, maybe we should.
Logan,
we ship to the neighbor house.
Big Brother, chucking a cup mug over the Big Brother wall does not count as shipping it.
Logan, girl, you were in Palm Springs. Why didn't you go be a wall yeller like we told you to?
Because I was in Palm Springs and not Los Angeles. Palm Springs is an hour and a half away.
Uber.
And that sounds like an hour and a half you should have taken.
Are you going to pay my $200 Uber from Palm Springs to Los Angeles?
I mean, I did.
Guess who came into $1,000 and could have paid it?
This one.
Yeah.
Well, like 30
you didn't offer.
$30,000.
You didn't offer. You didn't raise the
I said
question.
I was willing to.
That's fair, actually.
What would you have yelled?
Buy your cup merch.
Buy your cup mug at Buy your cup mug at LanaGCreations.com. No, what would I have yelled? Actually, that's a really good question. I don't know. Don't trust Kelly! Probably.
Yeah, probably.
What week was this? Was this last week? That you were in Palm Springs?
That was 2 weeks ago.
Oh, it would have been vote out Riley!
Vote out Riley!
Yeah.
Riley's a snake! Katherine, you can do better!
Not Katherine, you can
he's
do better.
manipulating you! Well, it doesn't matter.
Wow.
She's lost anyway, so.
She's gone,
yeah.
So.
She's gone.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, hello. My name is Jack. I'm the resident game designer of the panel, and I designed all of the memes that were seen in today's HOH competition. If they were unfunny, yeah, no, they wouldn't have let me pass anything nearly funny enough past corporate. Have you seen the Nutter Butter TikToks? I tried. I really tried.
They were
I'm proud of
unfunny.
you.
You could laugh anyway.
And I just have some water.
Love it, love it, love it. Well, we are diving into yet another episode of Big Brother 27. We've got some fun things and less fun things to talk about actually in the episode. And a whole lot of bullshit to talk about from the live feeds because this weekend was certainly something.
Interesting.
Interesting is a great adjective to use to describe this weekend on the feeds. So we're going to get into it and everything in between. Before we do, make sure to subscribe if you've not already, because we're here almost all the time giving you almost all things competitive reality TV with our new schedule of the week. I'm here now on Mondays for the next 4 weeks doing our Manic Monday recaps. Jack is still on Waffle Wednesdays. Brook will now be taking over our Thursday live eviction recaps. And whenever there is an unlocked on a Friday, if they are doing them, Lana will be here on Saturdays to do some unlocking of the unlocked in an unlocked related fashion. But if they're going to do it on Sundays, she's just not going to unlock anything.
Why?
And that is her civic duty and right. Because she is a busy woman with a lot going on.
Speaking of unlocking, when are they going to open up the door behind the clock? That's what I want to know.
I'm assuming it's going to be this Thursday because we're getting the mastermind again.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm assuming. So that's what I'm assuming. Otherwise, subscribe, like, and share. We are trying to hit 1,000 new subscribers across this channel and all of our channels by the end of the year. And your support has been fabulous for us here and across the Cup Network. We greatly appreciate it. Check out our social media at the Cup Pod on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky. You can also follow the three of us. Our links are down in the description below. You can get your merch. All of those things are in the description. Go check it out. But where we left off was the Katherine eviction party. And there were no K-related items to be had, Jack.
I just thought Charlie XCX would have really liked it there, but no.
I'm just a
No.
Copyright.
No. But yes, so we come back after the Katherine eviction party. Everyone's sad. This episode, I gotta be honest, was a whole lot of nothing burger.
Yeah.
It's a Sunday episode. What are you expecting?
It's a Sunday episode.
A lot of them have been better.
I mean, sure.
The issue is it's a Sunday episode with an HOH who basically had their mind made up and
Yeah.
with like a little bit of a pivot here or there, but it was like, no, I know who I'm targeting. I just need a third name. And even then it's like, I kind of know who I want that third name to be anyway.
Right. That's kind of been, the whole situation. Lauren girl. There you go.
Just duck.
Oh, wait a damn minute. Left placement?
Left placement.
That's
Oh,
new.
That's so much better.
Shout
Oh
out
my
to
God.
StreamYard. StreamYard's leveling up. Hey, StreamYard, we see you.
They're doing it. Good
Come
for
on,
them.
left placement. Lauren, you don't get blocked anymore. Yay.
Yay. That resolves.
Brooke, you're muted. We can't hear you.
All you're doing is blocking an ottoman, maybe a nightstand, possibly a desk lamp. So I don't think you're missing much by blocking Lauren, but unfortunately.
Instead, you're blocking a cushion in my bed.
Yeah, I think I would probably get more enjoyment out of the cushion. At least
it helps me sleep.
That's what I'm saying. At least it would help me sleep. I mean, I guess Lauren's gameplay has also helped me sleep, so I can't say too much.
But don't worry, y'all. This is the week that she's gonna step her game up because her best friend just went home.
Quick question. What have you done successfully? Quickly. Get your ally voted out on your HOH.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Use the veto to send your best friend home.
Waffle potentially the hardest we've ever seen with a renomination. Honestly, nominations.
I don't even think I would say possibly. I think she just did.
I don't know what to do. I really just need anybody else to tell me what I need to do, because I really can't make any choices for myself. I just don't know.
This is how the soundboard is going to be used for the rest of time. I'm not mentally ready for it.
That felt appropriate.
I will say she's also gone to Vince this entire time for like, hey, I'm not sure what to do. Can you help me? When Vince is probably the second biggest waffler in this house. At this point, she's cooking up a whole continental breakfast. It's bad. But
it was good. I liked that one, Jack. That was
good.
Thank you.
That was good. That was really good.
It was quite cute. Yeah, but I'm just like, now, the week before jury, with 5 weeks left in the house, this is when you're gonna step your game up. This
really,
time.
girl.
This it kind of reminded me of Brittany's Brittany's like, oh, you're taking your time on this one, Kathy. Like, that's the same energy I am feeling right now.
It's like, really,
on this one,
really, girl. On this one. On this week. But hey, guess what? None of it matters, because she doesn't have to step her game up.
Marcus.
Yeah. At this point, literally, what is she going to do except cast the jury vote politely? And even then, she's going to waffle on it. She's going to waffle on the question if she gets to ask one.
Correct.
So
we go to the HOH comp, but before we do, first, we get our Mystere moments. We get memes. It's the meme comp. I do love the good meme comp. We knew that the HOH was the booth, but we didn't know exactly what it was. We knew it was like memory based. I am glad that we brought back the meme comp. These were fun memes. Jack, very well done. Good job. What were our favorites of the group? Because I think mine hands down was definitely the Ava falling one.
Oh, Ava falling, absolutely.
3 for 3.
With honorable mention to Keanu falling.
Yes.
No, he's not as funny.
Casey falling was also fun.
That one I liked. That one I enjoyed. It's really weird watching like someone tip over some furniture. Like, I've never quite seen someone push a desk that way, but I mean, sure.
Yeah. But yes, so our HOH comp is the Mystere moment. We are answering questions based on the memes. And oh boy, the judges were bad.
The one thing judges can't do is win an HOH. Like, it's genuinely impressive. Except for Rachel. But...
And Vince.
I mean, sure. But I mean, to be honest, they haven't had to this point, really. They've kind of just moved the game, moved the pieces around them to make sure they weren't getting targeted. And you know what? Honestly, given the people that were competing for the HOH this week, they had, I would say, about an 8 out of 9 chance of being able to do that again. So
I would say maybe 7 out of 9 chance. And the 2 out of 9 chance that they didn't have are the 2 out of 9 that made it to the end of the comp.
Genuinely impressive.
After
it is genuinely
Kelly,
impressive.
special shout outs to Kelly saying that she has a hard time recognizing her left from her right and watching her do the L's in the booth.
I felt so seen, honestly. I was like, yes, I feel that. Rachel going out in the second question gagged me. I'm not going to lie. Because we've seen her do so well with memory comps over the years. And, like, she won a memory comp HOH this season. So to see her not do as well in this one, it's a different kind of memory comp, obviously. But I was surprised she went out, and to be fair, she was too. But I was a little surprised. But it comes down to Keanu and Kelly. One option, much better for Rachel Riley. One option, not nearly as good for Rachel Riley. But Keanu wins the HOH, and Keanu is going to jury, everyone.
Can we change the banner this week, if you don't mind? May I make a small edit?
Okay.
Just 1 second. Pause.
Yeah, I know exactly what
then
you're
it's
about to
just
do. Yeah.
How the fuck, Keanu?
Winning.
How the fuck, Keanu? How is this man in the jury? I'm astounded.
Winning.
Yeah.
Winning.
Basically doing Tucker's strategy, but somehow better.
Yeah, we're literally seeing the Tucker strategy pay off in both a better and worse way when it comes to Keanu and Kelly.
Yeah.
Like, Keanu is playing it 10 times better, and Kelly is playing it 50 times worse.
And yet they both somehow did better than Tucker.
And somehow they've both made it to jury.
Mm-hmm.
The main difference at this point is that Kelly loses to everyone, and Keanu at least beats Kelly.
The fact that we are now at this point moving into jury, and Keanu has a genuine shot to win this season of Big Brother is baffling to me. Wild turn of events, everyone. But Keanu has a genuine shot to win this season of Big Brother, and I think that's so fucking dumb.
I don't think he does, honestly.
I do.
I think he only beats maybe 2 people, and I'll be honest, I don't see either of them making it past the first couple weeks of jury. But especially because praying to God that the blockbuster will end after pre-jury like it did last year, do it again.
I think
make go
I think
past
it's
this
ending
place.
this week. I think it ends this week.
Yeah.
I mean,
but
as of right now, I see him beating at least half the people left in this game, to be honest with you.
I see him beating Kelly and Lauren, and that's it.
I see him beating Kelly, Lauren, Mickey.
Well, she's not going to be in the game after Thursday.
I'm not ruling that out. I'm not ruling that out. I see him beating Kelly, Lauren, Mickey, Vince. In some scenarios, I see him beating Will at this point. And I think at this point, there is the potential of an argument for him maybe beating Rachel at this point.
If Rachel and Keanu are in the final 2 together, Rachel has Ashley, Will, Morgan guaranteed, and honestly, probably Aisla too. I don't see Rachel losing to Keanu. And I also don't see Vince losing to Keanu, because I also know that pretty much that entire side of the house has no respect for how Keanu's played the game. Like, the only way I think Keanu wins is if he is up against someone who actively has played a worse game than him, and that's only really Lauren and Kelly to me. And even then, one could argue he might even lose to Lauren.
I just think when it comes down to it, I feel like Keanu will have the chops to accurately sell his game in a final 2 scenario. I think a lot of people can and will be swayed by a final 2 speech by Keanu at this point. I am not ruling out Keanu in a final 2 scenario by any means necessary. He has a golden game at this point. Like, his game is a 1 in a million game at this point, and if he can play the jury portion well like, I think he's got a genuine shot against a lot of people.
It's
I'm not
solely
ruling
the
him out by
sell.
any means.
It purely is, can he sell it with the person he's against and not have them point out, no, people wanted you gone because you were an asshole and no one could trust you. Like, that was his
Yeah.
move for 4 weeks in the house, is like, you should have gone home.
Yep.
So it's just avoiding that massive landmine. And then he has a
Hi,
Um,
Brandon.
Hey, Brandon. But he was very clear throughout this episode and throughout the weekend who his nominations were going to be. He made it pretty cut and dry. And his nominees ended up being Morgan, Mickey, and Vince. He talked about it throughout the entire episode. His target is Morgan because he is convinced that Morgan is the person that was in Vince's ear the entire week to get Katherine on the block, because Keanu is still living in his own delusion land, where he thinks Morgan is this huge mastermind that got Katherine evicted, when in reality it was Rachel. But Morgan was definitely doing a lot of the work as well. But thankfully, Rachel has cultivated a good relationship with Keanu to the point where Rachel is safe this week. And for that, we clap.
somehow. I genuinely cannot understand the relationship. One day, they want to kill each other. The next day, they are okay with each other. The next day, they're in a final two. And the next day, Rachel goes back to wanting to kill Keanu. And then the next day, Keanu wants to put Rachel up. And then the day after that, they're both fine because they both hate Vince. I genuinely cannot understand this relationship. And
It doesn't make sense.
it doesn't make sense, but at the same time, I love them
I'm living
both
for it.
so much that
I'm
I
living
don't
for it.
care.
Siblings on fire. That is
Yes.
what this relationship is. It's siblings on fire, okay? They hate each other for 5 minutes, and then they recognize that maybe they shouldn't hate each other, because for their games, it makes more sense for them to keep working together. But also, they both want the other person out of the house because it would make their lives 10 times easier. But also, they don't want to be the person to take the shot at the other person, because if it's them, then that makes them look disloyal and untrustworthy. And what happens if they stay? If they stay, now I've got this monster of a player coming after me, and I'm screwed. Truly, I have never heard a more accurate name for an alliance in my life. They are truly frenemies, and they have been this entire season. At least since like week 3.
Yeah.
And I gotta say, I think Keanu has played one of the single worst games played by a juror maybe of all time, to be honest with you. And that's including seasons where everybody was on the jury, like Big Brother 2. Like, I mean that. But also, I cannot deny the fact that he has been able to at least mutually. There was a term back in the Cold War for if one side threw a nuke at the other, right? The other side was just going to throw a nuke back. So it was mutually assured destruction, right? And people would abbreviate it to MAD. They have both recognized that if one throws a nuke at the other one, they are both screwed. And it just makes 10 times more sense for them both to not throw the nuke yet. Which is why they're totally fine with somebody else nuking the other person. In fact, it would be preferred, but they can't be the one to do it.
And that's why this season is mad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So Morgan is the target. Vince is up there because he would use the veto on Morgan. And I'm thankful. Thank you, Big Brother, for showing this absolutely horrible, groveling speech from this unemployed, mustachioed man where, I was hoping we would see this in the episode. God, he just looks bad.
Every single time Vince attempts to pitch for himself, it genuinely just sounds like him going, no.
I'm
I'm
just
so
such a little
desperate.
bitch. I can't believe I did this. I can't believe I did this to my number one ally. Oh my god, I can't. Keanu, I can't believe I did this. No, I can't go on the block. Oh my god, Keanu, I can't. No. What? I can't believe you're putting me on the block, Keanu. What? I'm such a little bitch. I can't believe I got convinced to do all. You didn't get convinced to a goddamn thing, Vince. You made all of these fucking moves on your own volition. And yes, you are a little bitch. But that's beyond the point, Keanu.
He's like, oh my god, I'm such a weasel. Like, I'm such a little. I'm so pathetic in this game. And Keanu just looks at him and goes, yes, correct. Every single statement you're saying is true. None of that is incorrect. That's why I'm putting you up. Next question.
To answer your question, Brandon, 10 times worse. Oh, dear God.
10 times worse because at least she can make a decision.
Yeah, not even just because she can make a decision. Franzel whined, right? And her voice, no offense to Franzel, her voice is kind of whiny just in general, right? So all the times her just talking sounds like she's whining. Vince is literally groveling at this man's feet. Like if he weren't unemployed, I would not be shocked if he was in the Illuminati because this came off like a freaking humiliation ritual. Like, really. I have never looked at Big Brother in my life and said, oh my God, you're pathetic. Right? I've said your game is pathetic. I have said people's actions are pathetic. I don't know another word to describe this other than pathetic. This entire game, I think that is the only way I can describe Vince's game is pathetic. And that's not saying he hasn't done things that were good for him. He has. He's actually done quite a couple things that were good for him and good for his game. But honestly, pathetic. Also, thank you, CBS, for showing this entire thing on the episode. We appreciate you. Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And then
They
Mickey
have
is
gotten
up
better
there. Oh yeah, and then Mickey is up there because Mickey's been up the last couple of weeks. So yeah, it was going to be either Mickey or Ava. Keanu is trying to cultivate more of a relationship with Ava currently. So he put up Mickey.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yay.
Yeah. Period. That's about all I had from the episode. I don't know if either of you had any other important things.
Sunday episode, nothing happened. Like, I cannot stress enough, nothing happened.
So we're going to move to live feed spoilers where a lot of things happened. So if you do not want to know live feed spoilers, thank you so much. We'll be back on Wednesday with Waffle Wednesday with Jack to talk about the Wednesday episode. So stay tuned for that. But yes, we're going to talk about things in 3, 2, 1. All right, y'all. Gong. Oh, yes. Ava did initiate the HOH comp, and that was very fun. But,
okay.
Yes. So,
first thing I want to talk about that has nothing to do with game, but I just want to keep this through line going through the season.
Yes.
We got yet another Ava prisoner of war moment on the live feeds over the weekend.
Yes! I loved it!
So, not going to go into details. I'm hoping it'll make the Wednesday episode.
Because we've gotten
across the season.
I hope.
But we got another Ava prisoner of war moment. If it's not shown on the Wednesday episode, I will probably talk about it then. But it's been one of the best things about watching feeds this season.
I love her. I'm back to loving her. I'm like, thankfully. She had 1 week where I was like, girly pop. But we're back. But let's talk about our veto. we obviously had the HOH, the 3 noms, and then Kelly and Lauren were our 2 extra players. Worst case scenario for the judges. Best case scenario for Vince, because Keanu and Vince had a conversation after the noms, and Keanu realized, oh, if Vince is on the block come Thursday, he's not staying. And I want Vince to stay. Because if Vince doesn't stay, I'm the only man in the house left with Will. And Will doesn't like me. And I don't like women. So I need to keep Vince in the game. So, let's take Vince off the block with the veto, everyone. Let's do that challenge.
The mental misogyny is crazy.
The outward misogyny is even worse.
Go ahead, Jack.
He had one good game move of, you know what, let me put up the 3 people who are actively causing me the most problems and who I can't work with.
Mm-hmm.
And then decides to go back on that by being like, no, I want Vince to stay, the one who has multiple times at this point helped you down. Okay. You know,
fuck Keanu.
Speaking of, thank you, Brandon.
It's just like it pisses me off to no fucking end. Because he's once again an idiot. But we'll move.
Oh my god.
Can I just ask a real question? Okay.
Oh yes.
Going into this veto, when we found out that Kelly and Lauren were going to be the people playing in this veto,
Mm-hmm.
do we realize that there was a 66% chance that Vince was coming off the block because Vince and Keanu and Lauren and Kelly were all using the veto on Vince?
Yes, I was about to bring that up. Yes.
Brandon,
we went into this veto. Yeah, we went into this veto, and there 4 people were competing to take Vince off the block.
Yeah, Vince, Lauren, Kelly,
and Keanu.
Swamp Ass.
Swamp Ass.
But, yes. So we got our veto, hosted by Angela.
Mother.
We know that it was a charcuterie-based challenge where it was one of those stacking challenges where it's all the different sized items and you have to stack all the different sized items in one of the little on a charcuterie tray, things like that. So of course Angela's hosting that comp.
Angela also apparently did not know Lauren's name, which I find hysterical.
Well, that's fine. And with 4 people competing for Vincenzo to win and come off the block, Morgan gets her first veto win of the season.
I get salute.
We are 5 weeks in a row where someone who is a major target wins the veto because, of course.
Brandon, from what it sounds like on the feeds, it is probably not Tiny Veto.
It was Tiny Veto.
Yeah, it's not Tiny Veto. It was a lot like the comp that Kenny won last season.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
It's the one where it's all of the different sized items.
Oh.
And you have to stack it in the thing.
Yeah.
The one that Cam absolutely blew.
Yes.
Okay.
100%.
Right.
Okay.
But you know what, Morgan? You finally beat the America Lopez allegations. Congratulations. So I'm happy for you. Now, you have yet to beat the Cam allegations because you have also only won a veto. So you got to win something else too. But hey, you have officially won more veto comps than Derek Levasseur. So good on you, gal.
One step at a time. One step at a time.
When I saw the outcome, screamed, cried, threw up, everything in between. I was so happy because, despite week 4, Morgan earned her way back to the client roster these past few weeks, and I am thrilled that she has managed to secure a spot in the jury, or so we thought.
She did. Don't worry. Don't worry. She did. She wasn't ever going to fucking use the veto on anyone other than herself.
Yeah.
Though they tried her. They tried her too hard. But yes. So, Morgan has won the veto. 5th week in a row that the intended target has won the veto. And to that I say...
In case you're
So
curious,
Keanu-
that is the audience from Hell specifically, because we are in Hell with this season.
No, we are this is such a blurst season. Like,
oh no, I'm so back. I love this season. I'm so
this
back.
is Survivor Gabon.
This is Survivor Gabon. I'm so back. I love this season. I'm riding the wave. I'm just here to have a good time. At this point, I'm like, who cares who wins? I'm here for the vibes. I'm here to have a good time. I hope it's Rachel. I'm just like, sure. Morgan wins the veto. Awesome. Cool. Sure. Great. Yeah, whatever. So Keanu has to name a replacement nominee. And we knew that it was probably going to be Ashley. Even though he promised Ashley safety literally an hour after he won HOH. We didn't see that in the episode. We saw him promise Rachel safety. But we didn't see the conversation in the episode where he also promised Ashley safety. But he did. And then he went back on it. Because of course he did.
Of course he did.
Because he realized that Ashley is not as good for his game as he thought she was. And basically blew a guaranteed 2 weeks of safety with Rachel and Ashley. Because that was the deal that they had made, was they had a 2-week deal of safety going into jury, which literally would have been half of fucking jury, Keanu. Or at least through the double or /triple that we're getting. But he's an idiot, so whatever. So there's been a lot of push from the judges for Keanu to put up Lauren. It didn't work. There was no universe.
No.
I appreciate the effort.
There was a universe. There was a brief period of time he entertained the idea of Lauren.
Mm-hmm.
But girl, I will say, this is not Vince in the HOH room. This is not Lauren in the HOH room. They are, as Keanu's a bit stubborn. And I will say, I think he knew who he was putting on the block the second Morgan won that veto. And he can say after the season that he never changed his mind and that he opened his mind to the possibilities. I don't think he changed his mind one damn time. I think he knew what he was going to do, and he spent the weekend justifying it. And you know what? I'm not mad at him for that. That's up to him.
I think he knew his 4 potential nominees the moment he won HOH. And honestly, I love an HOH that knows exactly what they're going to do from the moment they win. I'm never mad at that.
I think he made a mistake with one of his nominees, personally.
With the initial?
No. Of the renom. And we'll talk about it in a second when we actually reveal who it was.
Well, so let's go there then, because everything is kind of intertwined here. We can kind of work backwards a little bit. So, we did get the power of veto ceremony this afternoon. Morgan, despite both Keanu and Vince trying to convince Morgan to use the veto on Vince to keep him safe.
Bad. Dumb.
Thankfully, Morgan is a good, lovely woman with brains. We all knew she was. Morgan did decide to use the power of veto on herself. So Morgan has made jury officially.
Yay! Once again, someone that really should not have made jury.
Really should not have made jury, but she did.
Nowhere near as bad as some of the other people that made jury.
Agreed.
Yes.
And Keanu decided to put Ashley up in her place, meaning that one of Mickey, Vince, or Ashley will be the final pre-juror evicted on Thursday.
Quick question. Why did you post a picture of Ashleigh? That is not
I
Ashley.
didn't do it. It was Lana.
Damn it, Lana.
It was Lana.
We haven't seen Ashleigh in weeks. What is she doing here?
This is unfortunately her official cast photo. And we're going with the official cast photos here. So that is why. I know.
Yeah, so here's my thing, right? There were pitches from a bunch of different people for Keanu to go for different names. He pretty immediately threw away the idea of nominating Rachel, again saying he can't be the one to take the shot. I agree, good decision.
And can we also celebrate? Rachel Riley made jury, everyone. I don't know how.
Also, she is one of two people to not be nominated yet, and she is also out of every person who has won Big Brother and then came back to play again, she has officially went the longest without being nominated.
How?
I don't know.
Missed.
I don't know. There's no
Missed.
reason.
Missed. It's missed. Rachel Riley's missed. Needs to be studied.
I don't get it, but work, bitch.
But the real conversation seemed to come down to Keanu thinking about nominating Ava and thinking about nominating Ashley. And I will say, this entire time he was heavily leaning towards Ashley. Ava was just the most considered out of the other options. And
Correct.
when I'm seeing these conversations happen, and he's like, well, I already told Ava I wasn't going to put her up. But if Mickey wins the blockbuster, Vince is not going to stay against Ashley, which is true. He won't.
No.
He won't, because Ava's going to keep Ashley, and then very clearly Will, Mickey, and Rachel will all keep Ashley. Doesn't matter what Morgan does in that case. And even then, I think Morgan might keep Ashley over Vince too. So we're at that point now where Vince will go home if Mickey wins the blockbuster. Like, that's just where we're at this point.
And I would even go as far to say, I think there is also a universe where if Ashley wins the blockbuster, I think Mickey stays over Vince as well, to be honest with you. I think Vince is just in a very interesting position. I think a lot of people I think there's a lot of people that may want to weaken Vince at this point. I think Vince has just not done a good job this entire game. And I think spreading himself too thin has caused him to really, he's got bonds with everyone, but his bonds are weak. And I think what we're seeing now is Mickey has done a very good job over the last couple of weeks of rebuilding her bonds with people. And I think if it comes down to Mickey versus Vince on the block, I think Rachel keeps Mickey. I think Will keeps Mickey. I think Ashley keeps Mickey. And I think Ava keeps Mickey, and that's all they need.
Yeah.
It's interesting to see where things may go here. But I will say, I think if he would have put up Ava, I think there was more chance of Vince staying this week.
I agree.
I don't know if Ava would have been voted out over Vince, but I can tell you it would have been easier to get people to vote to keep Vince than Ashley, than compared to the vote of. It is easier to keep Vince in a vote of Ava versus Vince than a vote of Ashley versus Vince. That is what I'm trying to get at.
Yes.
And I also think you are increasing the odds of Mickey losing the blockbuster.
Yeah.
Because no shade to Ashley. I love Ashley. Ava has traditionally done better in competitions than Ashley has this season. For the most
Is
part.
that true?
Pretty much. The only competitions where I think Ashley outright outperformed Ava was the balance beam comp, which Ava was the worst out of the entire cast at. And that's about it. And again, no shade to Ashley. Ava's just performed a lot better at competitions than people have really been giving her credit for.
I mean, I do believe you. I'm just like, I hadn't really thought about that statistic necessarily. Because they have the same number of comp wins as well.
Yes, correct.
So, but no, I think you are. I think you are right in that. I really had not thought about that comparison, to be honest with you. But yeah. Oh, well, there's also the HOH that Lauren won. I do think Ashley did better in that one. There's a couple of them. I think they're about even. The HOH that Rachel won, I think they were about even as well. And then this HOH, they did about the same as well. So they're about on par with each other. I think you are right, though. I do think Ava has outperformed. But I think Ava has also competed in more comps than Ashley has. So I think there might just be a little bit more win equity on Ava's side just because she's competed in a few more vetoes than Ashley has. Point being, we will have to see. I think the difficulty here on Keanu's side is just that simply he didn't know about the judges. And I think the big difficulty for him here is he may have sunk Vince's game simply due to his unknowing of the judges. Because Ashley stays here in either scenario.
Yeah.
So,
which the fact that there is a scenario, technically, in which Vince can still make jury is incredible in the worst way. Because there is not a world where both Mickey and Vince should be making the jury. Really. There is not a world in which both
and yet there kind of is.
And yet there kind of is. I hate this cast.
I mean, honestly, I do want Vince to make jury simply because I don't want to be the first person out of the draft. But like,
okay, but would it not be camp as hell though?
For me to go out back to back right before jury? Absolutely it would.
Not what I was even going to say. Not even talking about the draft. I was going to say, would it not be camp as hell for Vince, who I will argue outside of Rachel Riley has pretty much been the main character of this season, to go out right before the jury?
Yes, I think it would be so camp. I would love every
I've
minute
laughed
of it.
so hard.
I would
So
laugh
hard.
so hard. I would laugh so hard. And honestly, of this final nom, that's what I want to happen. I do want Vince to go.
Yeah. I mean, it would be funny for Keanu to have basically been like, no, I want Vince to stay so I'm not the only man besides Will. Vince goes, Keanu goes directly after. yes, it would cost me on multiple drafts, but it would also be
Women
really
and
funny.
will, women and will, women and will, women and will, women and will. That is the scenario I want to live in, is women and will.
Yes.
Women and will, women
See,
and
even
will.
the Amtrak agrees.
Women and will, 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 women and will. Anyway, women and will. I love that scenario, women and will. But
We all do.
Is there
Yes.
anything else?
Well, there is one thing I would like to ask the room, because even if I'm not hosting, I still want to ask questions and get.
Is it about Mickey's fake T-Core hat?
No, but that was so funny.
I missed this.
Okay, but to be fair, okay, so Mickey has a pink knit hat with flowers on it. Okay,
Correct.
Okay.
so sorry,
She
a
looked
pink
great at it
crocheted
too. She looked
hat
great.
with flowers on it. Okay, now Rachel asked Mickey where she got the hat from. Mickey said she bought it from T-Core because Atlanta.
Yeah, she was saying, "Oh, I got it from T-Core Couture," and Rachel was like, "Oh my god, like T-Core from last season?" And she was like, "Oh yeah, no, I've supported her for years. She's an Atlanta girly," which is true. T-Core's from Atlanta and then moved to Chicago. Apparently, the tea is, T-Core apparently sent Chelsea a
Chelsea
voice
Bond,
memo
the winner of
yesterday.
Pick Brother 26, Chelsea.
We all know who I'm talking about when I say Chelsea. You don't have to clarify
For the
Chelsea.
folks at home. For the folks at home.
Y'all know who I'm talking about when I say Chelsea.
I thought you were talking about the city in Britain. Chelsea from BB26. See, that makes it worse. That makes it worse. Anyway, Logan, continue.
I don't want to anymore, honestly.
Okay. So Chelsea sent T-Core sent Chelsea a voice memo saying that was not her hat and she did not make it, and she got it off Shein. And also the really funny thing is Rachel asked to see the label and Mickey said she didn't sew it in it, which T-Core always does. So it's very fun. I would say whoever went on Shein for this and like made this on Shein, they sold a very, very, very good knockoff because it does look very similar to one of T-Core's actual designs.
But yes, what was your question?
Oh, thank you very much. I forgot. Sorry. So moving into jury, because we do now know 7 out of 9 people that are on the jury. Who do you think is in the worst position to win out of the people that could theoretically win? So no Kelly here. And who do you think is in the worst position to win and the best position to win?
If Kelly isn't the option.
She will not be anyone at the end, correct?
Lauren. If Kelly's off the table, Lauren right after has no win equity because the only time she's ever had power, she's fumbled it so hard that she's become a joke. Best, however. I mean, if Rachel makes it to the end currently, she probably just wins off right. Unless the jury is bitter. So, Rachel for best, Lauren for worst.
I'm going to say Ava for worst, Keanu for best.
I'm going to agree with Lauren for worst. Right beside her would have been Keanu, actually. And then for best, I will I really think Will is in the best spot to win this game right now. Everyone loves him. He has played a phenomenal social game. He's really not got anybody wanting him out anytime soon. Even from the people on the other side of the house, they want him to stay in the house. I know Will is not the best physical competitor, but towards the end, we do see this competition skew a little bit more towards mental anyway. So if Will can hang in there until the final 5 even, which I think he's all but guaranteed to do unless someone takes a shot and misses, and even then, I don't know who goes home on the block next to Will, who doesn't go home on the block next to Will. I just don't see a world where he's not at least making it deep into this jury. Unless he gets like randomly sniped out in a triple or something.
It could happen.
Yeah.
It could happen. But we shall see. We shall see indeed. But that is where we're going to leave you all today for this lovely, lovely episode. Thank you for joining. Make sure to join us on Wednesday for Waffle Wednesday with Jack. Thursday for the live eviction with Brook. Saturday, if there's anything to unlock on the unlocking of the unlocked, someone will be here for that. Probably Lana, maybe someone else, who knows. But we'll be here talking all things Big Brother 27. In the meantime, make sure to subscribe, like, hit the notification bell so you know when we drop all of our content here. And go get your merch at lanagcreations.etsy.com. With that being said, from way outside the Big Brother house, we've been the Cup. Love only yourself, nobody else, because there's nobody else that you should love other than maybe Rachel Riley.
Fair.
Mother made journey.
Yeah.
That's all we care about. So with that being said, cheers, y'all. Good night, house guests.
Cheers.
Good night. Cheers.